A very important concept in risk management is that of business impact analysis, BIA, import and acronym BIA, business impact analysis. This is a process that helps organizations understand the critical functions within their operations. What are the critical elements that you have in your operations? What are the critical and important assets that you have? That helps you secure them better. You have to evaluate the impact of disruptions on critical functions. For example, in your house, you can have a TV and you can have a cup of water. What do you want to protect more? Obviously the TV, right? Because if it goes bad, it will cost more money and there are other potential impacts compared to the cup of water, the glass of water that you can easily replace. So in the same way, an organization performs a business impact analysis to know what are its critical assets. For example, a credit card server will be super protected. Meanwhile, a regular web page server, for example, will still be protected, but not as much as a credit card server. So that's where business impact analysis comes in. Now, there are some concepts that you need to know in business impact analysis with acronyms as well. I know too many acronyms. Don't blame us, blame CompTIA. First, recovery time objective, RTO. Recovery time objective, this is the maximum acceptable downtime for a business process before an impact occurs. That's a recovery time objective. So for example, if the recovery time objective is 4 hours, what does that mean? That means that the server should be operational within 4 hours of an outage to minimize disruptions. So recovery time objective, 4 hours. In a server example, that means the server should be operational within 4 hours of an outage. That's a maximum acceptable downtime before severe impact occurs. So you, as an organization, if your RTO is 4 hours, you shouldn't exceed those 4 hours. Recovery point objective is the maximum acceptable data loss measured in time before significant impact occurs. So what is the maximum data that you can accept? For example, let's say you perform your backups every hour. 3 p.m. automatic backup of your data and your work. 4 p.m. automatic backup of data and your work. 5 p.m. automatic backup of data and your work. And then at 6 p.m. your servers crash. Then your RPO is 1 hour, means that your organization can tolerate losing 1 hour of data before disruption. So they can recover data like 5 p.m. onwards, upwards, but they can tolerate losing 1 hour of data. Now, this depends obviously on the size of the organization. For other organizations, it can be a few minutes. For other organization, it can be days. This depends on what they're dealing with. The mean time to repair. Mean time to repair is the average time taken to restore a system after a failure. So the system failed, how much time does it take to repair the system? 4 p.m. it was working normally. 5 p.m. there was a damage. 7 p.m. it was repaired. This means the mean time to repair, like if it constantly happens this way, will be 2 hours. So on average, it takes 2 hours to repair failures on the server. Mean time, mean, average, remember that. RPO and RTO are maximum times. Mean time to repair, and the next one you'll see are averages. Mean time to repair on average, it takes 2 hours to repair the server. 5 p.m. it was damaged, 7 p.m. it was back up to normal state. And the mean time between failures, the average time between system failures. So just take note of the English language there. It should tell you a lot. What does this mean? At 7 a.m., it's normally working. And at 10 a.m., there is a damage. Then you repair the system. And at 2 p.m., there's another damage. If you take a look at the trend here, you will see that every 3 hours, there is a failure. So the mean time between failures, on average, each server operates continuously for 3 hours before a failure. So that will help you take measures to fix that. So these are a few acronyms that you need to know. Recovery time objective, recovery point objective, mean time to repair, mean time between failures. The first one, the server should be operational within the maximum of X number of hours. Second one, the organization can tolerate, or the server can tolerate, a loss of maximum X amount of time, maximum. Mean time to repair, if it's damaged, it will generally or on average take X amount of time to repair that damage. Mean time between failures, it takes on average X amount of time for the system to work normally. before you experience a failure.
All right, guys, that concludes our course for today. Let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed it. And make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms, which includes YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Of course, do not forget to order our awesome Amazon flashcards that you can get for just $15, and they're awesome because they help you study.